Well, that was easy. I believe that's the easiest door panel I ever took off without tearing something up. Sometimes necessity will make you do stuff you'd rather not, and sometimes everything ain't always bad in a disaster, but in my experience it has been. It looks to me like what has happened. Oh, mate. Oh, yeah, that was my knee pop. It looks like it's just come off of... Let's see if I can get this out. I'm going to try to do this and hold the phone at the same time. Nah, I better not try that. We'll see if I can pause this and then start it back. Well, that was either a success or a defeat. I did manage to get the window out. And you see these little knobs here. And let's go over here to the work table. I believe they fit in these little plastic tracks right here. And unfortunately that's broke, both of them. So I'm not sure what I'll do about that. Super glue, duct tape, I don't know. I highly doubt you'll be able to find these around here. It's possible, but that's where I'm at on the window. That's obviously the problem. Little round studs right here apparently just pop into the plastic bushings, I guess you'd call them. But anyway, the panel come off pretty easy. It didn't have no rips or tears or breaks. All the clips is actually pretty decent shape. So far so good, kinda, sorta, I guess. And we'll see where we go from here. Well, I got updates, and that's about all I got. This is obviously broke, which runs in this track. Like so, as I just showed. This one is almost broke, but for some reason I got digging around in the bottom of the door and I found this, whatever that is, and two of these, whatever these are. I had thought these might fit in this track, but they don't. But they don't appear to be broke or nothing. They're laying down in the door. They don't even start to fit. So I'm still just confused as I ever was. It's window something. Go to the window somehow, someway. Now this here is some sort of guide, track or something. And where'd it go? I found this one down in the door. that appears to be the same, except it's got this wheel looking thing on it. And I'm wondering if this hole right here maybe don't just snap down in that somehow as like a guide. But then when you come over here to the door itself, I'll try to show the inside best I can. I don't see nothing for that to travel on or against. See if I know that's hard to see. I don't see nothing that makes any sense. This panel, I can get my hand in there. This has 3 tracks in it that looks like would direct the window as you rolled it up. That's what it looks to me like. There's 3 of them. And I'm wondering if those things I found with a little wheels on them maybe didn't somehow fit in that track. And there's 3 holes, pretty good size here, maybe 1/2 inch. There's 3 of them, and they seem to line up with them tracks, slots in the door I just showed you. So I don't know. I was going to take this old car to a little church car show and get together tomorrow, but I don't want to take it with one of the back windows out. Maybe I sure hate doing it, but the only thing I can think to do is pull this door panel off. You can see this window here works fairly good. And again, I'm just trying to do this with one hand and hold the phone with the other. It kind of functions. I mean, it's floppy, but it works better than the other one. It don't want to at least come out of the track yet. So I'm thinking maybe if I pull this door panel off, and yeah, there's a lot of grunting going on. It hurts my knees to get up and down. Maybe I can kind of see something I might can do on that side. Or I don't know. It's a mystery. And that's all part of backyard band-aiding and just figuring it out yourself. If you don't get it one day, next time you got time, just get back on it. But anyway, if I get any more updates, that's where we stand right now on the window. And honestly, I've never had a Chrysler. I had one in my life. It was an 85 New Yorker. And I never had to do nothing to that car. I just drove it till it wore out and then sold it for $30. I'm not familiar with these, how they actually work. The engines and things, I'm kind of familiar with them. Most of the old V8 engines, there's a little bit of difference, but for the most part, they're similar. But this kind of stuff, I'm not familiar with. My dad, he's been past 10 years now. He'd probably whoop me. All I got's a yard full of Fords and Chryslers. No offense to the Fords and Chrysler people. I love my Fords. Some of the best vehicles I've ever owned in my life. I'm not knocking them. But anyway, if I get updates on that other door, I'm learning how to do this. I'm trying to keep them short and not long, and I know I ramble a lot, but that's how I kind of think things out, just rambling and I don't feel so dumb rambling to a camera as I do just out here by myself rambling. But anyway, I'm going to try to get that panel off and see what I can see. Okay, more updates. I won't call it progress, but this little wheel I found laying down inside the other door with, looks like a push on. I got this other panel off of the other door, and surprisingly, thankfully, it come off without no problems. But that is, I don't know if you can see this or not, I'll try right here. This is a stop. I've learned that much to keep the window from coming plumb out. And as far as these tracks right here, let me see if I can get this window down. None of them works really great. This one, you can see right here, there's something inside this track that I don't have. And man, it'd be a monster, I think, to try to, but that directs the window as it goes up and down. But it looks a little oily. While I had the chance, I put a little oil in that track. But if you'll watch the window as it comes up, let's see, that's hard to see, but you see it is pushed that way. And that's what these tracks do. And unfortunately, mine's missing. I'm not even sure. That's what I thought these things might be. They may somehow go in these holes here, and maybe this part goes behind that track, and it helps direct the window the way it needs to go. Well, it's hard to do, but it don't seem to start to fit. I don't know, I may tinker with it. That is a bolt holding that on. I don't know if it'll come off or break, but I may try taking that off and just tinkering with it, seeing what I can do with it. It might be a aftermarket. No, I actually found these two in the trunk, not down here. So I'm wondering if the previous owner might have had the same problem and he bought these and never got around to installing them. What I found down in the door was this, I know now, is a bump stop to stop the window from coming all the way up. And this was in there. I ain't figured that out yet. And this was in the door, which could be, you know, now that I'm looking at it, if I could just get one of them. I know it's hard to see, I apologize. I'm not director Clint Eastwood. That might be what that is. I don't know. But anyway, this video is about 15 minutes. I'm probably going to end it here. And you can see what I'm working with, trying to figure this out. And if I get it working, fixed, I'll do another video and show you what I did. And I'm trying to figure out how to show a little bit of what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I know less than nothing about this stuff. And I'm using a phone. I didn't even know you could pause the video. Honestly, I accidentally paused it and I thought, well, I wonder if I can start it back and see how it goes. But anyway, appreciate y'all following along. And if you want to, like, share, and subscribe. Any comments is only, they're nice ones. I'm just a little feller. I get my feelings hurt real easy. No, I'm kidding. I don't reckon I got no feelings. But feel free to follow along. And like I said, I'll do another one if I have any luck at all. Show you what I did and how I did it.